What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brando here with Brando View, and today we're going to be checking out these three different Yeedi vacuums here. So there's a few different variations between each one. We have the budget one here, the middle price one here, and the higher price one here. Over here we have the K650. In the middle we have the Yeedi Vac, which is a DVX34 vacuum. And then we have the Yeedi Vac Station over here, which is also a DVX34 model vacuum, but it comes with the actual vacuum station and the mopping attachments, which you can buy and upgrade with this one later if you choose to later on. There's a lot of cool different features between these, and we're just going to be taking a quick look at them. We're going to see what each one comes with in the box, what features they have, and we're going to have a quick test to see how they compare against each other. So we're going to go ahead and start with a quick look at the K650, and then we're going to go from there. Just some basic info to get us started here. We got a 4-star review on the K650. It's $180. It's $130 if you use the coupon code available. For the DVX34 right here in the middle, it's also a 4.5-star review, a little bit higher. This one's $300, but with a $90 off coupon code, this one's $210. And then we have the Vac Station over here. This one's $500 normally, and with the coupon code, that brings it down to $400. And it's also a 4-star rated product. So all of these are very cool rated. They seem to be very popular with people on Amazon, lots of reviews, thousands of reviews. And overall, we're just gonna see how they compare to each other and what features people prefer the most. First vacuum up here is the K650, so we're just gonna go ahead and open the box. This one is about $130 if you use that discount code on there. And this one has a 2000 PA suck, so it's pretty strong. You get a user manual right here. You have your warranty card. And then inside the top box right here, brushless brush up top. This is an anti-tingle brush, just little silicone pieces on there. Only other things you get in the box here is a power cable right here. Have the vacuum itself right on top. Very nice. If you look at the top, this one actually has a tempered glass top, so it looks nice and it'll stay clean. Very easy to clean, just like your phone. Set that over here. You get an extra filter in the box. And then you also get your charging station itself that the cable plugs into. And then you get your 2 side sweeping brushes here, which sweep the dust and dirt into the center of the vacuum so it can suck it up. Up next, we have the Yeedi DVX34. This is also known as just a Yeedi Vac. It's basically the same as the Yeedi Vac Station. It just doesn't come with the mopping attachment or the vacuum station. You have to buy that separately. $299 with a $90 off coupon code, so that brings this one to $210. You can see this vacuum has a camera on it, uses slightly different technology than the cheaper one, and it has a lid that opens up top, unlike the other one. Here's the charging dock itself, where it comes when it's done and needs to charge. Looks a little bit beefier than the other one on the cheaper one. Nicer pads and cable organization in the back. Power cable. This one only has 1 side sweeper, unlike the cheaper one with 2 side sweepers. Take that as you will. I assume it knows what it's doing though. And the last thing in the package is the instruction manual, warranty, and quick start guide. Final vacuum up is the DVX34 Vac Station here. This is the $500 one, and this one's $400 if you use the coupon code. And this one and the other one we just checked out are both 3000 PA suction compared to 2000 on the first one. Up top, first of all, your screws to put together your vac station where the actual vacuum is. The station that sucks out of the vacuum and cleans it for you so that you don't have to empty the vacuum each time. Just every 30 days or so, you'll have to change the bag in the actual station. We'll get there. Have an extra filter for your station. And it seems the only other things in the top box is an instruction manual, quite the hefty, thick boy, a quick start guide as well. You can see inside this box, you get the actual base of the charging station. You can see where the metal pins are. And this is where the wheels will sit right here. And this is where the suction will happen from underneath the vacuum. Have a tray right here that also attaches sort of like this to help it guide itself up. Next piece up is the other piece of the charging base. Oh, this is the actual smack daddy right here. Let's get that wide angle going so you guys can see it. And this is the actual part that hooks into the bottom and has all the suction power. And then you can pop off the top here. You can see you have your bag in there for where it dumps the vacuum at. This is really what makes the price go up because this is a serious piece of it. And then you also get a power adapter in the box right here. Go ahead and open the box. You can see you have 1 side brush just like the other one. This is an identical vacuum. And you get the vacuum here on top. So you look at the back of it. And that's it for the Yeedi Vac Station. So now I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about these three different vacuums. We're going to start with the K650 over here. Like I said, this one's 2000 PA suction power. There are three different modes on it, so you can choose a lower suction if you want it to be quieter. You can also set do not disturb on any of these if you don't want it to go off at a certain time. This one has a random motion, so it doesn't have a camera on the top. It doesn't use LiDAR. It just randomly bumps around your house cleaning it. It also has a edge mode where it'll follow the edge of your house, and a spot mode where it'll continuously spin in a circle cleaning the same spot. So no, it can't map itself, but it can return to its dock, and it finds itself very well considering it doesn't have a camera or a LiDAR. It just knows where its dock is and it returns. And because of that, this one can't do no-go rooms like this. These map your house and set up spaces where you can set it to vacuum or not vacuum depending on if you want that room cleaned. This one you have to use magnetic boundary strips. It'll block off the room. It senses the magnet. It won't go past it. The K650 over here also has a 130-minute charge time. That's a 2600 milliamp hour battery. It's about half of what these battery capacities are. These say they can do between 110 and 200 minutes. I'm assuming that depends if you have the mop attachment on. What setting of suction you're using too probably factors into the length that it works. The K650 also has a tempered glass top on it, and this one connects via Wi-Fi. It just creates a signal. You go to it and connect to it on your phone, unlike the camera setup with this one with the QR code. So right here in the middle, we have the Yeedi Vac, just the plain Yeedi Vac right here. This one can suction up to 3000 PA and has 4 different settings. So you can do low, ultra quiet, medium, regular, and high. So you can choose how loud it is and also how suctiony it is. This one uses the smart map and navigation. Like I said, it actually reads the ceiling and it creates a map based on your ceiling in your house. Pretty cool. This one is also skip free, which means that once it's done charging, if it hasn't finished cleaning yet and it needs to go back to the charger, it'll go to charge and then it'll continue back off where it's at if it's not in do not disturb mode by that time. This one does have no-go zones. It just maps the room. You just select the room, choose X by it, and it won't go in there. And this one says 110-minute capacity, 5200 milliamp hour battery. And like I said, with the one in the middle here, you can eventually upgrade it to get the mop attachment and the vacuum station, and you'll basically have this one over here. They're identical vacuums. And then we have the Yeedi Vac Station over here. This one is basically completely identical to the DVX34 in the middle, the Yeedi Vac. It just has all the attachments included in the package, the Yeedi Vac Station. The Yeedi Vac Station is the real cool thing about it. It can go 30 days before you have to dump it, so you don't have to go and dump it every time you use it. It'll hold up to 30 days worth in there. Obviously, that depends on how much you use. But to keep these differentiated for the video, I am going to keep the mop attachment on this one so you guys can actually see a difference because the actual mopping is different right here. So that one says it can do up to 200 minutes of charge. I do believe they have the same size battery though, so I assume in mopping mode, it doesn't use as much energy and thus you can get that longer time out of it. Also, the one difference with the mopping function is once you have the mopping in, you have this area right here. This is where the water stores, so whatever soapy water or water you use, and then it moistens the pad right here, which also just pops right out just like so. And it's pretty simple to clean and easy to buy replacements online too. And when you're actually in the app, the Yeedi app, you can see all of your vacuums you have in there. You can control everything from the suction power to the do not disturb settings to the pressure of the water. If you're using the mop attachment, and you can also send it back to vacuum, pause, play, and the app will tell you if the anti-drop sensor detects that it's fallen, if the vacuum is stuck somewhere, if it has an issue, if it's done charging. It'll keep you updated no matter where you are in the world because it's using Wi-Fi. So you can control your vacuum from anywhere.
Please scan the QR code on the robot to download the app and get started. Scan successful. Connecting to the app.
A quick comparison of the different charging docks can be seen here with the vac station having a much larger one with the ramp included, just snaps into place. Over here on the one that's identical but not, you can see that the charging station is a little bit beefier here. Obviously not beefy compared to this one, but it looks nice. Has nice metal pins that go in when you press them. And then you also have cable organization in the back. And here's the base charger for the K650. This one's what I'm considering not as beefy compared to the other one. You can see it has the same pins that go in, but no cable organization, and it feels much cheaper in comparison. However, it does do the job, and it always returns to the dock.
And starting the clean. I'm starting to charge. Starting charging.
To use the mopping pad is pretty simple. You just pop on the mopping pad right here, just clicks into place. You can see over here is a sensor that lets it know that the mopping attachment's on and it's not just the empty attachment. You have your hole right here, you just open it up and you pour your water or fluid in, whatever you're using. And then you want to close it up and then you'll be good to go when you have this inside.
Mopping plate has been installed. Starting clean.
This is about justice. The captain died in a bar fight for nothing. Somebody has an answer. Then I can move on.
Starting charging. Emptying the dustbin.
I'm receiving it.
So now we're just going to see how much dirt they each got. So this is the cheapest vacuum right here. It also didn't go for that long in the first place, but you can see it got some dirt. A good bit of it, actually. Seeing some cat litter or something in there. Pretty gross. This is the one that actually went for the longest, I'd say. This one did like 35 minutes in the house, and I bet this one's going to be pretty full. Oh, we got a full load right here. You want to clean your filter. So yeah, she did a pretty good job, I'd say. This is the one that did the mopping. This was the last one that was recorded. You can see inside its bag. See, it's not too dirty, a few hairs. See in here, it's pretty empty. So we're not even gonna open this. Here's a quick look at its pad. Again, it only did about 20 minutes, but you can see it's a little bit dirty. The floors weren't dirty in the first place, to be honest with you. Alright guys, so right now we're just going to take a quick look through the app here. You can see all the different settings. We're going to go into the Yeedi Vac Station itself. And you can see all the different settings here. You have your auto, custom modes, and other map management modes here. You can change it to certain areas or do custom fields.
Please remove the cleaning
And see in here, you can see your amount of times cleaning, your cleaning history. It logs it all so you can keep track of how much it cleaned and how long it cleaned. You go down a little lower, you can actually set a schedule. This will just set it to go off at a certain time every day or whatever day of the week you want, so it'll auto start cleaning for you. Very nice. You can also change the flow of the water down there if you have the mop attachment on. You can also change the power of the vacuum too, with or without the water mop attachment on. So the lower it is, the quieter it will be. The higher it is, the louder it will be, the stronger. You can see some of the different settings you can change in there. Now we're just going to check out the K650. Pretty similar, much more basic of an app. It only has the spot and edge modes and auto. It can't map the house. Those are just different free range modes. So yeah, that's just a quick look at all of the different app functions there, so you guys get a general idea of how it functions. Well fellas, as like anything in life, all good things must come to an end, and that is the same for this vacuum video. So all three of these robot vacuums are fantastic. If I were to pick a favorite, I'd honestly say it was a cheaper one. Now hear me out, okay? I like how it's random. I like how you just set it in the room and it goes. It always finds its way back to the self-charging station, and it's cheap. If you actually care about those mapping features and you want to actually be able to use everything that the app offers, such as the no-go rooms and all the other things that it offers, these are the better options. As you guys can see from the video, these actually map the house. So it went up and down till it mapped the complete of the house. This, it just bumps around and bumps around and bumps around. You know, they're different purposes. And, you know, between these two here, there's not a difference really. It's just, do you want the mop attachment in the self-emptying vacuum station, or do you not want that? You know, you can always upgrade later, get the cheaper one here that doesn't have it, and then you can get this station and you can get the mop attachment later. I think the mopping attachments are $40 or so. And I'm not sure how much the station is by itself, if you can even get that. I'm assuming you can. But overall, all fantastic vacuums. This one picked up the most dirt, making sure I'm pointing to the right one, just because I had it going the longest amount of time. This one, like I said, this one's $130 with the coupon code right now. This one over here is $210 with the coupon code right now, and this one is $400 with the coupon code right now. That gives you the mopping pad with this one and the charging dock and the vacuum station over here, so you have the full bundle. Just depends on your budget. Overall, I didn't really notice a difference in suction power between these. These two do say they're stronger, and I did switch between the different settings, and you can't tell the difference. Quite strong. And I like how all of these are so small. As you could see in some of those shots that I took, it actually went under tables and stuff that are very shallow, and it fit under there cleaned. I never cleaned under there. That's probably where a lot of the dirt came from. Overall, there's not really much else to say. I didn't have a problem with the battery life at all. It did all of that, and it still had over 2/3 charge left. And if it needed to charge, it would go back to the dock, charge itself, and then continue going by itself if you wanted it to. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter how long the battery life is if it continues and it's not in your way. So, if you guys want to purchase any of these vacuums right here, if you guys want to get the K650, the Yeedi Vac, or the Yeedi Vac Station right here. There will be links down below to do so. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I'll get right back to you. If you guys like this video, leave a like. And if you guys want to catch more of these cool random tech videos, subscribe and hit the bell. Have a good one. See you later.